Hello, it's the Youngins Fair, and we're back with another video. What are we doing today?
So recently, Showmax has dropped the trailer for a new show that they're gonna premiere in February.
A new show?
Yeah, and people are not happy about it.
Okay.
So let's just check out this clip
What
first,
show is that?
and then you tell me what you think.
Okay. Oh, show makes a big controversial show.
Rules are like no sex like uvulela umnyango noma uzovula ngikuhloka ngibathatha i-condom
Nakuthi amo oyinje
Tommy village girl hayi sokuhloka inyajozi wena umsebenzi
maybe namhlanje uzograduate abe yi-queen.
Youngins.
So what are your thoughts on that trailer? Just for context, these people are supposed to be in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts?
I'm not surprised because you know how we always are about they probably want representation as well and how they truly live as well. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not surprised that you have this. I mean, it's obviously not a great situation because when you actually put, like, it's already enough that this kind of living is happening with people in high school. Now when you put it there on TV, then it's like, even the ones that were not doing it are gonna be like, you know, extra. Maybe it's cool.
So the main outrage for this is because, one, these are kids in high school.
Yes.
And we are seeing sex scenes with kids in high school. That's the biggest outrage.
Like, how are we normalizing it? That's what my problem is. When we're putting it on the screens, we're actually normalizing it. So,
and then two, people are also complaining that Showmax shows are not very creative because they all have the same formula.
Yeah.
If you notice this show here, it's going to be very similar to adulting.
Yeah, but now
a lot of sex scenes, a lot of alcoholism, a lot of partying, but now with kids.
But maybe that just says that that's how we are as people. Do you get what I mean? Like, what is going on with us South Africans generally? Like how we had that conversation. Mm-hmm. Majority of South Africans are always just drinking and, you know,
but why should a show like this exist?
And stuff. I mean, usually shows are based on, like, you get inspiration of shows based on how people are living. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's how people relate to a lot of shows. So it just tells us, like, if we are where we think that we're gonna relate to shows like this, it just shows us that's where we are as people right now.
So why should a show like this exist?
I mean, I'm not saying it should exist. It should not. But, like, I'm just saying the inspiration for shows comes from how we living. So,
well,
where else it's difficult to make up things on things that are not there, like, you know, that just don't exist. Like, yes, Hollywood does a great job with that sometimes, but, like, if you notice, like, the majority of our shows have sort of been inspired because that's how we are. That's what keeps us interested.
So you're saying every show should be like this because this is how
No, it should not. I'm not saying it should be. I'm just saying, like, shows are mainly made from, like, the inspiration to make shows is made from how people are living. That's why a lot of people relate to those shows and they like them. That's why these kind of shows are getting so much views, is because this is how people are living. But I agree that they shouldn't be, because I feel like it further sort of perpetuates the lifestyle. It doesn't help the situation. It's almost like we've acknowledged this is us now and this is what we're going to keep pushing. I don't agree with that.
So a show like this, Youngins, which is going to premiere next month in February, is the embodiment of everything wrong with South African television right now. The production quality is very high, which South African shows it's now become a norm. Yeah. That production quality is high. Yes. And then people want to tune in to see what the show's about and the story and all of that. But now with specifically like South African production, specifically with the ones coming out of Showmax, you're seeing a lot of explicit sex.
Yes.
You're seeing a lot of explicit addiction use. You're seeing all of those problems.
Yeah.
In pretty much a lot of the shows that they, especially the Showmax original ones that they be putting out now. Yeah. You're seeing a lot of that now. And then to people were saying that why is it that Showmax is, one, putting out these shows consistently
Yes.
with the very same themes and all that. And then 2, why now are you sexualizing children? And then 3, on top of that,
and it was always gonna go there.
why don't you bring back shows like Soul City, Soul Buddies, Intersections?
That were.
It's the same conversation we were having in the last video.
Educating on sex. And
why don't you educate like the youth instead of glamorizing what they're already doing? Why don't you do that?
Because now in these shows you're not even showing it being wrong. You're just saying this is lifestyle. You get what I mean?
And you show people enjoying that.
Enjoying. It looks nice. It makes people want to be a part of that.
So when a young impressionable teenager who hasn't even started this lifestyle sees the show and sees how nice it is, what do you think is going to happen?
It's just selling our youth, man. It's just literally selling our youth. Now they're also going to feel like, so this is how things should be. In any case, what's the next level to this young adulting? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, so I was gonna go in reverse, right? So now as a young impressionable teenager, I'm watching adulting and I'm like, oh, okay, this is what the adults do. Okay, cool. I'm not an adult yet, so now you're seeing the teenagers doing the same thing.
And do you think the reason why we are here now with Youngins is because of the adultings?
Yeah, so I think it's a symptom of an issue that every company goes through. Once they see something work,
the formula,
a formula that works, they will milk it until they cannot milk it anymore. So Showmax has seen that sex scenes, people tune in to see sex. They probably saw that with the wife. It started with the wife,
what sells,
and then the wife blew up. The sex scenes, people talk about the sex scenes on social media, and then now adulting, same thing. Sex scenes blows up every time there's a sex scene, you see it on social media. Now every show they're gonna try to implement the same thing because they know that's how a show's gonna go viral. They know that's how people are gonna talk about it. They know that that's how they're gonna get the views and the numbers that they want. So this brought me to the idea of that. Okay, like I said, Guti, when companies see what works, they'll tend to milk it until they can't milk it anymore, until people start to say they hate it. So this brought me to the idea of like capitalism and socialism or communism. Like with capitalism, this is what you see. You see
they don't care about the people.
You see somebody capitalize on something that works, even though it's to the detriment of the consumer or society or the people that are consuming that thing. So I wrestle with that idea that like capitalism is good for evolution because people are always striving to
do better and invent better
and socialism slows down that evolution, but it controls like society, how society is viewed, how society grows.
Absolutely.
Like, if you compare America to China, specifically those two countries, look at the difference in how the societies operate. Because one is capitalist and one is communist.
How people generally are.
The government controls everything that they see there. So a show like this would never come out in China. Would never.
And
actually TikTok, which is from China, is different everywhere else in the world. But in China, they don't show the things that they show the rest of the world.
That's true.
Because they don't want to destroy their youth.
And like we kind of need that.
So again, like government intervention is needed. What happened to those things is so like DSTV and Showmax do not abide by those broadcast complaints, commissions, what happened to those? Because we always used to see that message.
Do, but it seems like BCCSA has become really chill. I don't know. They're very chill. They only react when you complain, like when people actively complain, like as a collective. Like we have to all be like boycotting something, then they act up. They will leave it. If the people like it, then they'll keep quiet. They don't care. But if somebody is complaining, then they'll do something about it.
And unfortunately, nothing's going to be done because South Africans are bored. Most of them have too much time on their hands. And there's not enough good shows, so people are going to watch this anyway. Even though you can see a lot of them are complaining about it, saying no, this is becoming too formulaic. It's morally wrong because you're sexualizing children. It's like you've seen this before with other shows, but people are still going to watch it.
I saw this creeping in, to be honest. Like they were going to do this. But I knew there was gonna be a show now that's gonna focus on.
So
that
now
side.
you even see now they're pushing these LGBTQ agendas, like same-sex kissing, same-sex having sex.
Oh, of course, everything modern now.
So
standard.
It's like South Africans should boycott this show to send a message to say that this is enough. But like I said, we're too bored, too much time on our hands, and there are not too many great shows out, so people are gonna watch this anyway. And then Showmax is gonna be like, oh, because you're watching it, you're gonna make another one. Probably gonna be more seasons of this shit. It's gonna be more shows like this. It's like, I don't know, man.
I say, even if people are acting like they're all outraged now, I can bet you South Africans are gonna watch this.
It's gonna watch, especially when it's trending. It's gonna start trending online.
Every episode is gonna trend. Absolutely.
And yeah, like if you look at the discourse, there are quite a number of people saying they're gonna not watch it and stuff like that. But once it starts trending and people are talking about,
I mean, they always say this all the time, that they're not gonna watch something, or this is bad, or what, we're gonna boycott. Boom, then they first watch.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna try not to watch it. But there's some people out here that are probably gonna watch it.
I want to see. I'm curious.
Just don't force me to watch it though.
I want to see. Like, I'm curious. Then I'll formulate an opinion after. But like, what if it's not that bad, or like, what if it's not that it's hectic? They probably just, put on the scenes that are extreme. So I don't know.
There's quite a few of them, if you noticed. You noticed that, right? There's quite a few.
Play it again. I want to see.
Like, there's no justifying this shit.
Yeah.
Like, these are kids. These are kids. Like, you shouldn't be doing this. If this is what you want, your society to represent,
man.
This ain't it. Like, this ain't it, man. Like, if you want your kids to be watching this kind of stuff, then continue watching and supporting it. But if you don't, just don't watch these things. And hopefully there'll be enough of you doing this stuff for Showmax to notice and change up the formula a bit.
Yeah.
Because this ain't right. But anyway, you guys let us know what you think about this whole situation.
Yeah, let us know.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.
And keep watching. Goodbye.
We'll check you guys in the next one.